everybody, and for today's video I thought I would show you one of my favorite ways to play my Sunsinger Warlock, and I call it the ultimate burn build because that's what it's all centered around. So you're gonna want to use Thorn because obviously it has a dot damage over time which does burn people. For the actual Sunsinger build, I use Touch of Flame, which makes all of your grenades ignite enemies. I also use Radiant Will to increase the duration of radiance. You can use Viking Funeral so that people burn longer and it does more damage, but I find that when you're using Thorn and you're using this burn build with Touch of Flame, you don't actually need Viking Funeral. I probably would use that if I was using a different weapon, but with Thorn, you're able to kind of juggle the damage over time. I also use Radiant Skin because taking less damage is always good, although it does not protect you from supers, which in my opinion is BS. If I spec to take less damage, I should take less damage. And then for the grenade, you're gonna want to use Firebolt Grenade because that way you can just chuck it all over the place, just grenades, 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 pizzas, pizzas for everybody, and people just burn. It just burns everything and everyone just dies. And it might be worth noting that I am using the Heart of Proxic Fire exotic for my Warlock. That's completely not necessary. I just like to use it with this build specifically because you throw grenades all the time. Literally, whenever it's on cooldown, you can throw a grenade. So it does kind of put the emphasis on burning people and throwing grenades rather than like meleeing people if I was using the Claws of Ahamkara, for example. So that's my personal preference, but completely not necessary. Just the build is necessary, but you don't need to use a specific exotic. So I started using this build, I think when I first leveled my Thorn to the part where I got damage over time, and I was like, I wonder if burn stacks. Now it doesn't stack. You're not gonna hit someone with a grenade and then hit someone with Thorn and they're gonna have like 5 different damage over times killing them. It doesn't work like that, but what you can do is you can prolong the burn. So for example, if you hit someone with Thorn and they're burning and then they go out of sight, you can throw a grenade which will most likely kill them, but if it doesn't kill them, it will then continue the damage over time with the burn. Same thing as if you hit someone with a grenade and it doesn't kill them and you can just hit them with Thorn and you're just juggling the burn. That's the best way for me to explain it, is that you want to juggle the burn on people. It's also really good when you're coming up against multiple different enemies because you can hit multiple people with Thorn, get them all burning, and then throw a Firebolt Grenade and it just kills everything. It's so much fun. When I first started using it, I felt super cheesy because I was like, wow, this must be incredibly annoying to play against, someone just always burning you. You never really have a face-to-face engagement when you have this build because you can just burn people and then walk away knowing that they're eventually going to die because they are burning to death from your ultimate burn build. I find that where this build kind of shines the most is when you hear someone popping a golden gun or you see that people have picked up heavy ammo, because you don't actually have to show your face. You don't have to go head to head with someone and stand there trying to outgun them. What you can do is, if you Radiance, for example, you can just throw grenades. They never ever get to see you because you can just throw grenades at them repeatedly until they die. If you don't have Radiance, you can just ping them once with your Thorn. If you're able to time going in and out of cover well enough, you should be able to avoid a golden gun and also rockets and stuff like that. So if you ping them with the Thorn and then you throw a grenade at them, and that will usually be enough to kill them. So it's really good for taking care of heavy ammo and all of the golden gun stuff. I think you'll probably see in this gameplay at some point, people pop golden gun and I'm just waiting and I have a grenade, I'll throw a grenade, wait there with my shotgun just to guarantee myself a kill. So I find that it's just really good when you don't want to go head to head with someone, when someone has a super, when they have heavy. It's really good for taking those guys out. Now I guess the only things that you have to really keep in mind when you're playing with this build is that you do want to try and get burn on as many people as possible. So when you are facing multiple people, don't just get stuck shooting one guy with Thorn. Try and hit all of them and then throw a grenade, because you will rack up a butt ton of kills if you do play it that way. It's something that I have to definitely keep in mind while I'm playing it, because you do get into this mindset of just focusing one person, obviously, because you want to kill a person. But with this build, you don't have to, you can focus on multiple different people at the same time. So that pretty much wraps it up for this build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. I want to do a few videos like this because I do get people asking me like, how do you like to use your Blade Dancer? How do you like to use this and that? So I thought that any build that I come across using weapons and armor and just the build of the subclass in general, that I'll just share it with you guys. So if you did enjoy it, please do let me know so I know whether I should be doing these kinds of videos in the future or not. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. I suck at everything. Okay guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye.